Do you want to make money by starting a livestock farming business? If yes, here are 50 best livestock farming and animal-related small business ideas. Livestock farming is known to be the rearing of animals for food and for other human uses. The word livestock was formerly applied to only animals like cattle or dairy cows, chickens, goats, pigs, horses, sheep, in fact, all four-legged animals in general, but today, even animals like exotic birds, snails, fishes and insects such as bees are being raised as part of livestock farming. Why start a livestock farming business? Livestock is beneficial to the world because they provide food, meat, milk, eggs, honey and omega-3 oil for the use of humanity. The skins or hides and even hair of these animals have been used to make blankets, clothing, shoes and the like. The livestock industry is known to be very profitable right from time because the business can be started with little or no training and as well as very small capital. You do not need a special degree to start this business, though you may need to spend some time learning the ropes of the particular niche you want to go into. If you do not mind getting your hands dirty, or if you prefer to make a living through animals, here are 50 livestock-related business ideas you can start and make quite a tidy income from. Welcome to today's episode of Animal Farm Africa. Number 1 is snail farming. Snail is an animal in the mollusk family, and snail farming is the process of raising land snails specifically for human consumption. The nutrients in this animal is what informed its production and high consumption. Snails are quite rich in protein, iron and almost all the amino acids that are needed for in the human body, and additionally, it has little or no fat content. The demand for snails is increasing day by day globally, not only by consumers, but also the cosmetics industry, as snail slime has been discovered to be great for the skin in reducing aging and repairing damaged skin. The profit margin is also extremely high in commercial snail farming. Snail farming business opportunity demands discipline and specific knowledge in modern technology. The demand for snails both in the domestic and export markets is higher than supply because not a lot of people are into this business. The second is beekeeping. This foul-tempered insect has been serving the needs of humans since the beginning of time. A lot has been said about the healing properties of honey, which is a bee byproduct. With the increasing awareness of the health benefits of honey, the demand has increased exponentially. Bees are reared for their honey and other byproducts like beeswax, and this is a profitable venture that can be started with very minimal startup capital. You don't need to have land or any establishment to start the beekeeping business, but the business demands day-to-day monitoring with close supervision of the bees. Next is commercial fish farming. Fish is one commodity that would constantly be in demand because of its high nutrient content. With the various modes of preservation, the farmer is assured of not incurring any loss to his or her investments. Commercial fish farming business is a lucrative investment that can spin money at any time of the year on a regular basis. With the implementation of modern techniques and owning the proper land mass, an entrepreneur can start this business with moderate capital investment. Number 4 is livestock feed production business. It is a fact that livestock need to eat, and a lot of them are known to consume a lot of food, especially during their growth phase. If you are familiar with the technicalities surrounding the mixing of formulas, then you can comfortably start this business and make good profits out of it. It is a fact that livestock farmers are always searching for the right food and food supplementary products that would help them increase yield and reduce diseases. If you can help in this regard, then you would have no problems marketing your livestock feed. Next, we look at quail farming. Quails are very little birds that produce very nutritious eggs. Commercial quail farming is all about raising quails commercially for the purpose of profitable egg and meat production. Recently, a lot of people have come to discover the amazing health benefits of quail eggs, and a lot of people are now going into quail egg farming. Depending on how you decide to go about it, the quail egg farming business can be started with very minimal capital, even less than $200. Next, we look at a really good idea, which is a livestock research institute. The Livestock Research Institute works to improve food security through research for better and more sustainable use of livestock. The outcomes of this research help people to keep their farm animals alive and productive, increase and sustain their livestock and farm productivity, find profitable markets for their animal products, and reduce the risk of livestock-related diseases. This business can be quite capital-intensive, but it is very rewarding, especially as you can seek research grants from the government. Next is shrimp farming. Shrimps, though small in nature, are a very profitable business in the aquaculture industry. In fact, it is estimated to be a multi-million-dollar industry today, and any individual can make a six-figure income from his or her small-scale shrimp farm. One other fact about this business is that you do not need a lot of education to start this business, but you must have some technical skill about the farm management practice. In addition, the business demands dedication, routine checkup, and monitoring. You must have the right knowledge about equipment, larvae, supplies, medicine, feeders, etc. for you to succeed in the business. The business has immense export potential because not all countries produce shrimps in commercial quantities. Number 8 is a fish hatchery. The success of the fish farming business is dependent on the hatching process, as if the process does not go well, it might affect the quality of fish or shellfish produced. A fish hatchery is a place for artificial breeding, hatching and rearing of fin fish and shellfish in particular. Hatcheries produce larval and juvenile fish primarily to support the aquaculture. You can start a hatchery and sell your juveniles to fish farms if you are familiar with the technicalities. Next idea is a piggery. Pork is one meat that most people can't do without, and this makes pig rearing a very lucrative business. If you have sufficient land mass at your disposal, you can start a piggery business. Among the various livestock species, piggery is the most potential source of meat, and pigs are very efficient feed converters. Pig farming can be started with little experience and small investment, as long as the entrepreneur already has land at his or her disposal. Number 10 is a chicks hatchery. Birds are another animal that you can start a hatchery business for. Chicks hatchery business involves incubating eggs until they hatch. You can then sell the hatched chicks to poultry farmers. It is a fact that a lot of poultry farmers do not have the capacity to hatch their own chicks, so you could provide this service to them for a fee, or you could buy the eggs from the poultry farmers, hatch the chicks and sell them back to the farmers. This is a highly profitable business to start with a small capital, and no specialized knowledge is required. Next is dairy farming. Milk is a society staple, and as of today, the world cannot do without milk. Commercial dairy farming is all about raising dairy cows for their milk, and it is a very profitable agricultural business idea. Apart from milk, the cows produce a good quantity of manure that you can sell and make profit from. You can help increase your state's milk production through profitable dairy farming. Number 12 is goat farming. Goats are one very resilient animal that are raised mainly for their meat and sometimes milk, because their milk is said to be very high in protein and other vitamins more than cow's milk. Due to its good economic prospects, goat rearing under an intensive and semi-intensive system for commercial production has been gaining momentum for the past couple of years. Next is fodder farming for goats and cows. Fodder is any agricultural foodstuff used specifically to feed domesticated livestock, especially ruminants such as horses, pigs, cattle, and goats. The term fodder typically means food given to animals, rather than the food they forage for themselves. Types of plants typically grown for fodder include alfalfa, barley, oats, clover, grass, and wheat. If you have a good land you could decide to plant fodder crops and sell them to livestock farmers to use for their animals. If you don't own land of your own and want to get into baling, meet with local farmers who grow their own oats, barley, and wheat, and offer to bale the crops for them. Next on the list is livestock consulting. If you are quite knowledgeable in livestock farming, you could set up a business offering targeted advice to livestock farmers about their business. As with other consulting services, livestock consulting requirements are surely expected to grow in the coming days. People with experience and knowledge in a specified field of farming activity can consider offering consulting services to organizations and farmers. Next on the list is my personal favorite, which is ostrich farming. Ostrich is a very huge bird that produces more meat than any other bird. Ostrich meat is by far the healthiest alternative to our traditional meat. It has lower fat, calories and cholesterol than beef, chicken, turkey, pork and fish. While chicken, turkey and other birds are referred to as white meat, ostrich meat in contrast is referred to as red meat because it is similar in color and taste to beef. If properly managed, a single female ostrich can produce up to 72,000 kilograms of meat, 2,000 square meters of leather and 2,000 kilograms of feathers during her economic or productive lifetime. Compared to other traditional farm animals for cattle, goats, pigs, fish, chicken and turkey, ostriches are quite easy to raise and most ostrich farm projects turn out to be very successful. Apart from a few farms in South Africa, North America, Europe and Asia, ostriches are probably the least farmed birds in the world. Number 16 is Taki Farming. Turkeys found in cold rooms and food mats are as a result of commercial turkey production, and it is indeed a profitable business idea. Turkey grows faster like broiler chickens and becomes suitable for slaughter within a very short time, thus making it suitable for business. Raising turkey for meat is more popular than raising turkey for their eggs. Turkey farming is similar to other poultry birds farming like chickens, ducks, quails. For profitable meat production, you have to use some modern turkey breeds that are raised for commercial production. These types of turkey breeds have a maximum feed-to-meat conversion rate. They consume less feed and convert this feed to meat within a very short time. Next is Tata Farming. Tata Farming is the process of breeding, hatching, and raising turtles for sale to the pet and food industries. The Tata farming industry is believed to have originated in the United States in the 1940s as people started breeding turtles harvested from wild populations. Today, Tata farmers in the United States supply turtles to the pet and food industries in North America and Asia. Turtles are routinely eaten in Asia and in some rural parts of North America. Farms that raise healthy, disease-free baby turtles are relatively common in the United States, and most of these turtles are sold as pets in the market. Next on the long list is mealworm farming. Protein is one of the most expensive supplements to buy for animals, and yet it is an essential component of any omnivore's diet, whether they are pig, poultry, canine, or others. Mealworms are said to be one of the easiest, cheapest, and most space-efficient ways to raise protein for your animals. You can raise these worms easily in commercial quantities in a small space and sell them to farmers. Number 19 is Ladybug Farming. One of the most friendly bugs today which paved the way for larger crop production is none other than the ladybug. Instead of using chemicals and fertilizers which damage the soil, plants and the health of human beings, a ladybug is one of the best alternatives. Ladybugs are one of the best forms of integrated pest management that handles common garden pests. Ladybugs feed on aphids and they are said to be able to eat up to 50 aphids in just one day. You can farm these bugs and sell them to farmers. Next is Naka's yard business. Slaughterhouses that process meat not intended for human consumption are sometimes referred to as Naka's yards or knackeries. Nakas usually slaughter animals that are not fit for consumption or can no longer walk on a farm, such as workhorses that can no longer walk. Another rare idea is the rainbow trout fish farming. Trout is the common name for a number of species of freshwater fish, and a majority of the rainbow trout available in the market today is raised in a commercial farm. Trout is a cold water fish, and it grows fast if you take good care of it. They are also highly resilient. The taste and texture of the farmed fish is similar to wild-caught fish, so people would not know the difference. Raising rainbow trout commercially is a profitable alternative to conventional agriculture, and it can be practiced with very little land, provided that water conditions in the facility and the care and feeding of the trout are properly maintained. Next is maggot farming. Maggot farming is the act of growing maggots for the industry. Maggots are used to feed fish and poultry, and they are easier to raise than worms. They are a nutritious, natural food that is rich in protein. A variety of species of fly can be used to raise the maggots, including the black soldier fly as well as various other fly species. Due to convenience, fly species are often used which are indigenous to the area of cultivation. These maggots are fed on organic waste materials before being harvested and dried into a natural and sustainable animal feed. Thank you for embarking on this captivating episode with Animal Farm Africa, and we will sure continue sharing our unique animal farming business ideas in our next episode. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with fellow enthusiasts, and subscribe for more engaging content.